Look at that. What a fish.
Damage.
Welcome back to another My Lure Box video. This week we're changing it up. It's been a while, but we're going to go jack fishing and I'm pretty excited about this. I've got my little bait casting set up in my little Tiemco Sumari, which is one of my favourite diving lures for jacks. I'm going to take you through how I like to fish it and hopefully we can get onto a nice fish. This is the country that we're in. It's just stunning stuff. I love to fish the feeder creeks to the back lakes around the place, and boy, I think this could be an exciting one this morning. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Oh. Yep. I don't know what this is. Taking it on the stall. What is it? Big old floaty. You're joking me. That is so weird to pull a big floaty there. Oh, on the Sumari. How good is that? Buddy. Craziest thing was it was in mid-water too, like must have come way up off the bottom for that. Thinking Trev, definitely thinking Trevally, or it didn't fight like a jack. I knew it wasn't a jack, but that was a surprise. We take on this tiny little bit up here. Let's go. Poor jack out of here. Oh, these are the nervous casts up against this heavy timber, but they have to go deep in there. You've got to get right in behind it, in between it, as far in as you can to try and tempt these jacks out. Such nervous fishing, it's insane. Throwing around the edges doesn't work. It's so rare for it to work. You've got to get it right in there, back that lure in there, and then dance it around the timber. Come on, Jack. Oh, I'm on. That is ridiculous. Floody, nice floody, right off a sun-drenched bank. Oh, it's a beauty too, right? I don't know whether you can see this, but he's down there. And yeah, it's a nice bloody right off. I was throwing for a jack, but I thought, why not get in there and just throw into the shallows anyway, thinking that there might be tiny little baby jack in there. And that's a nice flathead. He can stay in the water, I think. Yep, off you go, buddy. It's a nice easy release, and another surprise with these flathead taking this Sumari. Well, they are loving this thing this morning, and I do too. It's fantastic. The weighting on this thing, the hooks, is really, really important to get this weighting right. Now, I've been through about 3 or 4 packets of trebles over the years of this lure, because it's actually changed. As the lure's sort of, I think it might have taken on a little bit of water or something at some stage, and so I've had to change the weight of the hooks. And I can't see where the water's got in. Sometimes the back hook hanger can get bent, and then it can create a little hole into the lure where they can fill with water. But for some reason, I've had to change these hooks to go a little bit lighter gauge. They're still 3X. I think they're like owners. And I did have a BKK on the front, but it started to sink for some reason, so I changed it up. Now it's got like the slowest rise you've ever seen, and that's perfect for these Mangrove jack, and the flathead don't mind it too by the looks of that. But that's what I try to do with these trebles, is get it to sit level and then very slow rise. Alright, we'll keep going. Lovely jack. Yep. Oh, yep, there's a jack. That is definitely a jack, and it's a big one too. It's a beauty. Oh, what a fish. Taken off this big lay down over here. That is a big fish. Oh, brilliant. You wait till you see the size of this. He's not finished, eh? Oh, he's got some in him. Wow. What a brilliant fish. Oh, mate. That is just magic. Come here, big fella. Oh, get in there. Oh. Well, it's been a while coming, because I've been so excited about these soft glides that have been fishing, but the jack bug is going to get me again this season. It has to happen. They're just such an impressive fish. That take was just unmistakable. Come and have a look at that. There you go. How's that for a nice big mangrove jack? He's just on that 45, I reckon. There's the thing that did the damage, the Tiemco Sumari. Have a look at this though. Look at that. Off you go, mate. See you, buddy. There he goes. Right, well, I'll just show you how I'm set up this morning. I'm kind of running 2 rods, although most of my fishing I'm doing with this diving lure, trying to find some deep pockets and some heavy timber to throw at. But I'm also running my little skip casting outfit. This is just a little 5, 10, 3 to 6 kilo Bass Raider, and both of my bait casting reels are Curados. And I love those because they help with the control to get the lure right in close. Fishing with a bait caster, I can get right in close to the snags, and that is the name of the game, chasing these mangrove jack. You want to get right on top of the jacks, and if you're a foot or more away, it just doesn't work. So you've got to be able to land it right on the edge of these logs, because the jacks are sitting in the shadow line or underneath the logs. And then from there you want to have a heavy drag, really heavy drag, so that you can pull these fish out and not get wrapped around the logs. So that's why I'm running these bait caster setups. They give me that control, they give me the casting accuracy as well, so I can just feather the spool all the way into the snag. Then it's all hardy mouth stuff from there. You can see I'm sort of targeting this deeper shadowed edge. On both setups I'm running like 20-pound braid. This is PowerPro Slick 8. Goes through the guides really quietly and it's super strong and hardy. So it's got a little bit better abrasion resistance than some of the other smaller, thinner braids that you can get at 20 pound. This is just a bit tougher, and that's why I like it. This gives me every chance, and I've got that fluorocarbon, 20-pound fluorocarbon leader for about 1.5 meters, just so it doesn't go through my little hole there where the line gets fed out of the spool. But so I've got as long as I can. So it basically gets to there. There's my FG knot, and then there's my 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. So it's as long as it can be, so it's not going through that little hole there, the little wormhole, where the line gets fed out from my reel. And this is the kind of country I'm looking for. Fallen down timber, eroded banks where you can see that there's going to be timber that's come down, or as trees have fallen over, they're going to be in here. And I'm casting hard up against that edge and then trying to leave my lure in right beside it. So waking the jacks up with a little tick of the rod, that flash just throws, the flash from the Sumari throws a bit of light around. And if I'm hitting overhanging cover, then they'll whip the skip casting gear out and fire in underneath all the overhanging trees. So it gives me two really good options for getting right into where the jacks are. This spot looks fantastic right here, this standing timber. Little shadow line there from the other trees, it's perfect. Come on, Jack. Dart out and grab it. Right, well that's it for today. I've come right up to the end. I'm not going to go any further, but I hope you've enjoyed that session. It's beautiful to see a little bit of red on the way into Christmas. All the best for the break, and boy, is there some exciting stuff coming on this channel in the new year. I can't wait to share it all with you. Thanks for your interest in my soft glides. If you haven't got yourself a pack, make sure you get online on my website and grab some of that stuff and get yourself a giant flathead over the break. I'll see you in the next video.